How would you like to generate 10, 20, or even 30 new pre-qualified customers for your heating and air conditioning business every month on demand just from finally getting your phone to ring with predictability and dependability? As author of The American Dream, Robert Ringer, so aptly described it, every industry has this discouragement fraternity. What's a discouragement fraternity? These are people in your industry who go to great lengths to try to convince you that you simply can't rise to the top fast. Why? Because you represent competition to them. Their implied message is, how dare you be so presumptuous as to believe you can grow your business fast when you don't even have enough experience, which we're trying to prevent you from gaining by convincing you that you shouldn't have come into the HVAC contracting business in the first place. Just build up a referral-based business like everyone else over, say, 10 years, and eventually you'll get there. Robert Ringer coined the phrase the leapfrog theory, wherein he says, no one has an obligation, moral, legal, or otherwise, to work his way up through the ranks. Every human being possesses an inalienable right to make a unilateral decision to redirect his career and begin operating at a higher level at any time he and he alone believes he is ready. Instead, you can give yourself permission to leapfrog right over your competition and not wait around for a referral-based business to grow maybe 10 years from now, or wait around 6 months or a year hoping that the website redesign and SEO firm you hired is going to make it rain. After all, that's what most of us are taught, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can literally step on the accelerator and make the car go fast. Really fast, in fact. Hello, I'm Steve Gooden, and 5 years ago I was in the same position as you, struggling to get my business going, spending money with anyone that claimed they could get me on the first page of Google, and we all know how that story ends. Well, I want to share with you a story that has a different ending. So if you would like a predictable system to generate 10, 20, or even 30 new pre-qualified customers for your heating and air conditioning business every month on demand, just from literally getting the phone to ring with predictability and dependability, you won't want to miss a minute of this. So if you're a one-man show or even part of a small to medium-sized heating and air conditioning business looking to explode your company by potentially adding 6 to 7 figures, then you're definitely in the right place. Here's Barry. He was stalled at $175K a year 3 years in a row. Now he's doing $25,000 per month or more every month. And he has to pause his advertising sometimes for weeks at a time because he can't handle all the new business. Now he's predictably doing $25,000 a month. Here's Steve. Yep, that's me. In less than a year, I added $100,000 in profits to my company. Literally had to put a halt on all paid advertising because of too many phone calls. Had to put 2 new trucks on the road to keep up. I then sold the business to an offer I couldn't refuse, and of course I still run the online marketing for the new owner. In business, I'm sure you've noticed that people fall into one of these 2 categories. 1, the work till you drop crowd. These types of owners spend far too much time working, believing that good quality work alone is enough to make a great living, and as a result earn far too little money. That was sure me. This is literally a sit and pray model of running a company. You literally sit and pray that the phone will ring today. Number 2, the rainmakers. I'm not talking about the traditional sense of the word rainmaker. I'm talking about owners who simply understand that the entire way to get customers has radically changed, and they simply aren't waiting around to grow a referral-based business, or someday. They also aren't relying on their website and ranking to get them there either. This is a today is going to be even better than yesterday model, because it's based on a proven system to consistently get what you need most of. Your phone to ring every single day like clockwork. So what is it about some business owners that allow them to make millions, take off whenever they want, and know that the business will keep coming in, all while living their dreams and building massive liquid wealth, while others can barely keep their lights on and will never even be able to retire comfortably. Most work until you drop guys are obsessed with either building a referral-based business, going to Chamber of Commerce meetings or BNI meetings, or thinking that a highly ranked site alone will save them. Somehow massive amounts of people will land on their site and take action. But the real truth is, we are in a shifting market, an ever-evolving market with sophisticated consumers. Studies show that far fewer people actually visit websites each year. Let's take a look. So this is a study done by Bright Local. This is from 2017. And visibility and reviews matter more than ever. Meanwhile, organic rankings simply don't, and here's why. Being in the Google Local 3-pack is the most visible place you can be. Consumer behavior has radically changed. They're visiting websites less and less. Instead, they see a 3-pack listing, read reviews, and either call now or read more reviews and call later. So the key findings are that 17% fewer people will visit a business website after reading good reviews. And the number of consumers who visit a business at their next step has grown by 10% in the last year of 17%. So here's a graph that represents what people actually do when they read positive reviews. And this obviously is from 2017, and we're seeing this trend continue. But on and on it goes. These type of HVAC business owners bury their head in the sand, and as a result, their phone just doesn't ring. Their revenues are stalled. They start thinking about going to work for someone else. Sound familiar? Meanwhile, their competitor, who does the exact same thing down the street, is a complete rainmaker. They seem to be everywhere you search. 5-star reviews are off the charts. The last you heard, they added 2 more trucks, and the owner's not even in the field anymore. The rainmakers in this case have 2 things that the work until you drop crew simply doesn't. 1, they have off-the-chart high visibility. They are seen everywhere. And 2, a system that converts prospects into high-paying customers for them before they even pick up the phone. More on that in a minute. But fundamentally, it comes down to this. If you can't pay money to acquire a new customer, then you do not have a business. So let's get down to business. Only 2 things matter to put you on the path to becoming a rainmaker. They are 1, a system to become the most visible HVAC company in your city, and 2, a system that feeds consumers exactly what they want, reviews and lots of them. It's literally as simple as that. But so many owners are sold a bill of goods, and somehow magically their phone will ring and they will get a ton of new customers if they just pay $50 a click on Google AdWords or have their website ranked. As we saw, your prospective client isn't even likely to visit your site. They're relying upon finding you in the 3-pack, and then they want to know what others are saying about you. If you aren't making the monthly revenue you want in your business, then let me ask you 2 questions. If you were to search for your type of business, HVA contractor in your city, would I find you in the coveted 3-pack of the Google Maps? If so, how much do you appear? For how many keywords in your city do you appear? How many reviews do you have now? Do you have a system in place to get more? And what is your star rating now? In the heating and air conditioning business, it's easy to get distracted by all of these shiny objects. Facebook, AdWords, SEO, video marketing, get in this directory. It goes on and on. But the raw reality is the only 3 things that matter to generate more customers calling you, ready to pull out a credit card or write you a check is 1, are you super visible? 2, is that visibility tied to an overwhelming amount of reviews and a star rating that literally dwarfs your nearest competitor? This is the referral system of the 21st century. And 3, can you scale that visibility and review system to attract more of the same? On the issue of scaling, rainmakers know the following three numbers with precision. 1. How many phone calls per month does it take for them to get one new customer? 2. What is their CAC, or their client acquisition costs? And 3. What is the average value of a new customer? So Google AdWords pay-per-click, for example, in my town of Sacramento, common competitive keywords in the HVAC category would cost you from $40 to $75 per click. So we'll use $50 per click for our example here. My experience is that it takes 3 to 5 clicks to get a scheduled service call. So let's use 3 for our basis here. So we'll do a little math. This won't hurt a bit. So if you're spending $2,500 a month on PPC at $50 per click, you're going to get 50 clicks. For every 3 clicks, you're going to schedule a call. That's going to give you 16 customers. If your average ticket is $450, and that number is going to vary what part of the country you're in, and you can change these numbers around, times 16 customers gives you $7,200. Let's say 10% of those turn into a new install with approximately a $2,500 profit for each one. With 16 customers, it gives you 1.6 new installs. That's $4,000 additional. So your total for that month is $11,200. Your customer acquisition cost is $156.25. So let's say they spend $2,500 per month putting into place a maps visibility and review management service. With their increased visibility and a flood of new reviews, they're averaging 60 new calls per month, and these are hot pre-qualified leads coming from Google, so they convert at a better than average rate. So we're going to do a little more math here. So if you're spending $2,500 a month on a MacPap system, you get 60 new calls, and let's say we only convert half of those calls to customers. That's 30 new customers at a $450 average ticket. That's $1,350. 10% will turn into installs. That's 3 new installs. That's $7,500. So the total that month is $21,000 for the month. Your customer acquisition cost is $83.30. It's a little better. So let's have some fun with these numbers. So the Rainmaker decides to expand into 2 other cities with this approach. They spend $5,000 per month. That's $2,500 per location, to put into place a maps visibility and review management system. With their increased visibility and a flood of new reviews, they're averaging 60 new customers per month. That's $42,000 additional per month, with once again an $83 CAC. The Rainmaker spends the right amount of money to get the phone to ring in a predictable way. They understand that a very large ROI is theirs to be had. You spend more the right way, you make more. It's that simple. This is scaling at its best. And so what if it's not perfect and the Rainmaker only gets 30 new customers that month with that approach? That's still, you spent $5,000 to make $21,000, worst case scenario. So here's what to do next. If you'd like to quit the work until you drop crowd, instead join the Rainmaker crowd by creating a predictable way to get your phone ringing month after month with the highest qualified leads possible. Book a call with my team below to see if we're a good fit to work together. We typically only work with 3 new clients per month to make sure that we can devote our time and resources to get you the results you deserve. We also get about 20 new applicants per month, and of course not all of those work out. There's some that just are not a fit. So please know that this is not some form of false scarcity. We're only interested in win-win situations. We only want to work with people where we know with certainty and conviction that we can get you an ROI. Here's who this is not for. If you're not interested in and don't have the availability to invest in the growth of your business, this program is not going to be for you. If you believe that all it takes to grow an HVAC business is to be a good technician and not focus on marketing your business, this program won't be for you. If you're not interested in growing your company by potentially adding an additional 6 to 7 figures per year in revenues, this program won't be for you. For everyone else, please book a call with my team below and let's talk about how we can help skyrocket the growth of your HVAC business through our MAPS visibility and review management system. Thanks for listening.